Well, both of these organizations have done a good job of acquiring and developing young talent, Greg.
Absolutely, B.A. These rosters are filled with young stars. They have a chance to make some noise in the coming years. They just need to continue to grow as individuals and as a team.
So here's Portland's starting group. Darius Garland is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Nikola Jokic. And it's LaRavia in at the 3. Now here's Dosunmu. Pass to Brown. George, a screen on Garland. Here's Brown. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one's on Darius Garland.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the night.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Brown. Good on both. And a fun fact here, Brent, the Trailblazers' name was actually chosen by the fans.
Oh, that's so awesome, B.A., to remind fans of how it is that Portland got its name. It was an open contest, and they had, I think, over 10,000 entries. And there are a couple other names that we should throw out there. It could have been the Pioneers or the Doug Furs. I think they chose wisely.
Out of bounds, Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. Now off the inbound. Rejected by Jokic. And they'll get another chance. George passes to Pirtle. And stolen by Jokic. Pass to LaRavia. Shot left block. Rebounded by Hield.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
George with it. 9 points in his last outing. And he lobs it up to the rim.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Garland looking around. Pass to Hachimura. Inside. Out to Garland. Brown with the steal. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Banked it in off the glass.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Garland against Brown. Jokic with it. Shot clock at 5. Jokic with a screen on Brown. Garland, no good. The Wizards have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Hachimura against George. Dosunmu left side. With some arc, and it's rejected.
How about the reach from Murphy using those long arms to get to that shot?
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Washington calls timeout.
Washington timeout.
check in on our rookie watch, the best three-point shooters during the last month. So it's Washington now. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
It was just a challenging game for them. They executed well, but just not well enough to put themselves over the top.
Categorically, you look at that box score from that last game, and they outplayed their opponent in so many areas. I thought it was going to at least come down to a buzzer beater, but it did not. I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Jokic passes to Garland. Now Hachimura. Here's Garland. A 29-point game for him in the win against Chicago.
And his court vision was sensational as well. He was making all the right decisions.
Size and touch of Jokic just too much, finishing with power and finesse.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title. But Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good. Now that we're around the midway point of the season, Brent, what's something we should keep our eye on?
I think watching teams BA that had expectations of making deep runs, are they happy with their roster? And the other ones are which of the teams are really close that are going to make decisions in terms of their front office to maybe make a roster change that puts them in a position they weren't expecting a few months ago. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Here's Jokic. Oh, rejected by Pirtle.
Pirtle, a very skilled defender, using that size and length to send that one back.
George outside. Pass to Pirtle. DeSumo outside. Fires for three. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
First personal foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for the Trailblazers, Rui Hachimura. One shot.
Rui Hachimura is one of those guys who you're assured of as putting in the work in the offseason. I mean, his shot has gotten a little bit more accurate, and the confidence that he plays with continues to grow.
Now here's Pirtle. 8 points in his last time out. George for three. Knocks it down from distance.
Man, he's been doing that for a long time. You just can't give George that kind of look.
Pass to Jokic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Jakob Pirtle.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Portland shooting their second and third shots at the line here. The first free throw is good.
Feel like Jokic could play with a baton out there because he's orchestrated.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Now here's DeSumo. Yet to see a basket. Brown can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Outside Garland. Back to Hachimura. Shoots over Brown. It's rebounded by George. Washington has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Dosunmu outside. Brown against Garland. They set the pick. Back to Dosunmu. 6 on the shot clock. Wing shot on the way, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now here's Jokic. Against Chicago, he was really on his game. Hurdle with some nice D.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
To the paint. Here's Brown. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Wizards leading by 3. Dosunmu, pass to Hield. Kicks it to George. Dosunmu with it. Pass to Brown. Drills it from deep. Brown's got 9 points.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Jokic. Here's Laravia, guarded by Hield. And that one's good. Laravia.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Washington calls timeout. Lineup here for Washington. And with All-Star Weekend approaching, let's see what's going on in the West. You look at the Trailblazers, middle part of the year. They're in 10th place. They need to put together some wins.
Checking out the Trailblazers, looking back at how strong they finished last season, it's tough to believe they're just an average team at this point of the year.
Last year looked effortless for this squad, not so much this year. They're having to grind out some wins that last year they would have breezed through.
Now here's Kuzma. He just couldn't put it together in that loss to Indiana. Jackson Davis, a screen. He shoots it. Kuzma, that's good.
Getting exactly what he wants. Kuzma just needing to create some elbow room for himself.
Here's Kolek. 13 points in the win against Chicago. Down low. Here's Drummond. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the Blazers making a change here. Brown's checked in.
One shot.
And that one falls for Drummond. Washington has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Wizards last season for the first time in a long time hitting the reset button. A losing record, no surprise, but they're trying to build something from the ground up. Enough of treading water in the middle, Brian. They're 45 straight seasons without hitting 50 wins, the longest such streak in NBA history.
Ooh, not good there, Allie. Thank you. Here's Teray. No points yet. Pass to Kuzma. Fires the three. Caruso grabs the board.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And here's Brown. He's checked by LeVert. And here's Caruso outside. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. Here's Teray. The layup off target. Portland trailing here. Brown passes to Drummond. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Drummond's got his second basket on the night.
Yeah, Drummond's going to go right back up into that physical play, and he's still going to finish strong.
Pass to Teray. LeVert with the ball. Defended by Brown. To the inside. Oh, rejected by Drummond.
Well, Drummond going after that one. Sometimes shot blockers wait. Other times they attack it, and Andre did it that time.
A nice shot by Brown. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch. Man, good whistle there.
Portland shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Washington trailing. Here's Teray. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Connects from downtown. And the Wizards lead by 1. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
And there's 1:45 left to play in the first. Tries it from the top of the key. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Wizards.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And he drops the first. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they're just hacking away out there. I mean, it's costing them, too, at the free throw line.
LeVert outside. Pass to Kuzma. Here's the pick. Here's Teray. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. Neither side willing to relent.
That's led to 8 lead changes and a bunch of drama already.
Now here's Drummond. He's covered closely. Pass to Kolek. The Trailblazers rebound. Martin with a screen on Levert. And he's going for the oop here. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Brown with the steal. Here's Kolek. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Kolek's got 6.
Bruce Brown.
Washington has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Martin against Kuzma. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Drummond. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Martin, the pass to Caruso. Here's Kolek. Five to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. It's deflected. Levert outside.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He hit it.
Great shot. And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Wizards out in front, up by 2. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And taking a look at Washington's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
The Wizards with a lead on the court right now for Portland. They've got Darius Garland. Rui Hachimura is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's LaRavia in at the 3. Now here's Brown. 17 points for him last game against Indiana.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
So it's Portland now, following the score by Washington, and it's Jokic missing. Now Brown. Levert outside. Portland with a rebound. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
An interconference matchup. Now, last year, they beat this team in both games.
Hachimura against Levert. Jokic with a screen on Levert. Inside. Throw it down, Nikola.
Yeah, guarding Jokic is pretty much a guessing game. He's so unpredictable as a player.
Brown against Garland. It's stolen by Garland. Pass to Jokic. Out of bounds, it'll be Wizards ball. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Rui Hachimura. Jackson Davis is checked in for Washington. Paul George comes in for Levert. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Now here's George. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14 and a half a game. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
That's good from George. Well, when you talk about a classic 3-and-D guy, Paul George is one of the first to come to mind, Brent.
I agree, B.A. I think he's been a little bit underappreciated, but this guy, both ends of the floor, with the ability to score and defend, is elite.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, B.A., if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team. Well, the compromised defense happened because of the attacking mentality of Hachimura.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. That free throw misses. And Washington making a change here. Desumu's checked in. And the second free throw is good. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Kick out to Brown. George outside. The three. And again, Washington, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Jokic. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And the Wizards call time here. Checked in for Washington. A peek now at our rookie leaderboard to see who led the way in steals this past month. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And here's Brown. He's got 9. Jackson Davis a screen from deep. They get the rebound. Rejected by Jokic.
Not known as a shot blocker, but Jokic smart enough to sniff that one out and impact the field goal attempt.
Pass to Hachimura. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Hachimura's got 6.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Garland against Brown. Out to Hield. Jackson Davis a screen. And there's the lob.
And credit Buddy on that play. The correct read, setting up his teammate.
And so Garland will bring it up for Portland. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
In that game, they were the enforcers, and they were also efficient. That's the kind of balance coaches look for.
Well, easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 5 points in the game.
And that's just a tough shot from Garland, taking the contact.
Here's Wilson. Hachimura covering. Back to Brown. Stolen by Jokic. Arabia passes to Hachimura. And he makes it. And now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Down low. Here's Hield. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Hield there.
Now here's Garland. He's got 5. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Dosunmu outside. To the inside. Clock at 4. Here's Wilson. And he banks in the layup. Wilson's gotten 4 this quarter.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Here's Laravia. An 11-point game for him in the win against Chicago.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Rejected by Jokic. Here's Hachimura to the paint. Pass to Laravia. Back to Garland. Out to Hachimura. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. The Wizards have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Portland with a rebound. Hachimura's got 5 rebounds in the game. Garland against Brown. Hachimura outside. Jokic the screen. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Wizards. Dosunmu's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Brown. Outside Hield. To the inside. Dosunmu, the pass to Wilson. And here's Brown for 3. Can't hit there. Now 3 for 9.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Pass to Laravia from behind the arc. And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul. Both teams deciding to change it up.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Washington has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Pirtle. Kuzma outside. Picked by Pirtle. To win the drought, Kuzma finds Pirtle. Comes up empty down low. Portland leading. Martin outside. Over Hield. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
Kuzma outside. Back to Dosunmu. Here's Toure, guarded by Garland. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Here's Pirtle. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Yeah, 7-footers, it's a great idea to live around the hoop, and that's where Pirtle has set up camp.
Here's Kolek. He's covered by Dosunmu. And Kolek gets it to go. Kolek's got 9.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Portland leading by 5. Here's Kolek. 9 points in the game. Pass to Caruso. Here's Kolek. Up again. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
And here's Pirtle. Kuzma for 3. Portland with a rebound. Here's Kolek. Checking his numbers. He's put up a little over 9 points a game. Caruso outside. Pass to Kolek. "18 feet out." And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Here's Teray. He's got 5. Inside. Pirtle. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Well, you got a 7-footer that's 2.5 bills. Pirtle is tough to handle in close.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one's off.
Around the league, there's a lot of appreciation for how well defined Jakob Pirtle's game is. He wants to rebound, block shots, and score inside. Simplistic, but effective.
Walter, he's checked in for Washington. And he's good on the second. Portland leading by 8. Here's Kolek. 11 points in the game. Takes the 3. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Down low. Here's LeVert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. LeVert's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
1:25 left in the second. Here's Kolek. 14 points for him. Shot clock at 6. The 3 ball. Walter pulls it in. Wizards trail by 9. Pass to Pirtle. Here's Teray. There's the 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Martin with the ball. He's picked up by Pirtle. Here's Kolek. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Washington. Walter from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Walters has got his first 3 points of the game. Portland leading by 6. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Kolek. Here's the floater. Here's Walter. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game. Pirtle against Martin. Pass to Kolek. Outside, Brown. From deep three-point land. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so that's the end of the first half. Portland ahead. They lead by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Trailblazers.
Their effort on the offensive glass has set a strong message. They're not going to be pushed around, and they're going to battle and outwork you.
Like I outwork you every day, Kenny. I'm just saying.
I outwork both of you, and it ain't even close. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. The Wizards trail by 6. Paul George out there with Buddy Hield. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Brown in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Washington right now.
George showing the length and the lift to get to the mid-range.
Pass to Hachimura. Here's LaRavia, guarded by Hield. And it's LaRavia missing. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. George's shot is off. Here comes Jokic. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Jakob Poeltl.
Yeah, defense with not many options there, especially with Jokic at his size, just driving through them all.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Jokic gives you such a great foundation out there. He stays so level-headed. That's the kind of leader that this team has been feeding off of.
And Jokic drops them both. The Wizards trail by 6. Pass to Poeltl. George against Hachimura. Brown inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Brown's got 11 points.
Nice play, George creating for others, just manufacturing some points.
Here's LaRavia. Hachimura, right side. Shoots over George. And the basket by Hachimura. 12 points for him. For Washington, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. George against Hachimura. Pulls up on the wing. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Back to Garland. Poeltl with the block. And he's able to get it back. Clock at 6. Here's LaRavia. 3-pointer off the mark.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
And a look now at the Washington Wizards' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Miami Heat. And then on Saturday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for that game against Los Angeles, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan as it should be a close one.
That's good from Hield.
Buddy Hield just has such an incredibly quick trigger.
And so he hits both.
When you talk about the best shooters in the NBA, Buddy Hield has to be in the conversation.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Paul Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Here's Brown, following the bucket by the Blazers. The three is up. And it's Hield, that time on the assist by Brown. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Here's Laravia. He's been contributing over 15 a game. They get it back. Goes back up. Jokic using his size.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Now a timeout called by Washington. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Hield. And the list of rookie leaders in assists over the last 10 games. Wizards trail by 3. DeSumo outside. Back to Brown. It's George on the wing. Six on the shot clock. Shoots from 14. The bank shot, no good. Portland leading by 3. Here's Laravia. Pass to Jokic. Outside Garland. Beyond the arc. He drops it from range. Garland's got 8 points.
Well, good to see Garland score the ball without dominating it.
Brown passes to Pirtle. Kuzma outside. Picked by Pirtle. Kuzma finds Pirtle. Outside, Brown. Here's the teardrop, and so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's normal for guys to jump from team to team, Brent, but Kyle Kuzma has displayed real loyalty.
He clearly is starting to value what culture means and respects the time to build that up. He wants to be part of something special, and when you have players start to think that way, sometimes it translates to the court where they're more consistent and more reliable.
And he makes the first.
There's all these little attributes to Kyle Kuzma's game that you start to see show themselves. He's developing as a passer and as a rebounder. I think his best basketball is still ahead of him.
Jackson Davis is checked in for Pirtle. That one's no good.
And Kuzma, one of those forwards that can kind of go between. Plays the 4 or the small forward. And that's impressive versatility from this young player.
He's got free throw attempts 4 and 5 here.
Second team foul. At the line for the Trailblazers, Rui Hachimura. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Walter, he's checked in for Washington. And both free throws good for Hachimura.
And really strong at the line since the break.
Wizards trail by 7. Pass to Jackson Davis. George against Hachimura. Here's Walter. Back to George. Jackson Davis, a screen. 3-pointer. George's shot is off.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Outside Garland. Shoots over Brown. Jump shot is good. Garland's got 10 points.
Garland showing some awareness on the pick and roll, breaking down the defense on the pick and roll action.
Pass to Walter. Now Kuzma. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. Kuzma's gotten his second bucket of the game. Hachimura outside. They get it again. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
I know Jokic doesn't have the quickest feet or the most hops, but just outstanding at reading where a missed shot might land.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
The other part about tonight, you got to give credit to the coaching staff. They came in here with a great game plan, defensively locked in. They were ready for the sets. They jumped in passing lanes. They came away with steals. I mean, they anticipated just about everything.
So it's Portland now. Pass to Martin. Now here's Garland. Back to Martin. Let's go with a three. And Darius Garland, good for 3. 13 points in the game.
Garland right now really doing a nice job of staying in perpetual motion.
Jackson Davis, a screen to the middle. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Drummond's got rebound number 7 tonight. Outside Garland. He's feeling it. It's rebounded by Washington. Here's Walter. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
At the line for 2, Walter.
And he can't get the first one. The Wizards making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. Portland making a switch here. Good on the second one. Portland leading by 8. Here's Kolek. He's got 14. Got a hand on it. Here's Walter. He's guarded by Caruso. Walter, good.
Great time right there by Kuzma. An impressive distributor at his position.
For Portland, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Now here's Drummond, covered by Jackson Davis. Here's Brown. He got a piece of it. Kuzma outside. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Paul George.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. The first one falls. Kuzma hits them both. Portland leading by 4. Martin outside. Caruso outside. Pass to Kolek. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Caruso. Here's Martin. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Washington has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Toure, no good. Portland has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. And that one is stuffed right through.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Here's Toure. He's got 5. Martin against Kuzma. From the arc. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 8 rebounds in the game. Back to Caruso. Pass to Drummond. Here's Kolek. Inside. Drummond with the bucket. And now an 8-point Portland lead.
Drummond has a lot of ways to beat you down low. His points are coming deep in the paint now.
Here's Toure. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
Team is in a penalty. At the line for Washington, Toure. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Jackson Davis is checked in for Washington. And also a switch here for Portland. Hachimura is checked in for Brown. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Pass to Kolek. And over the last month, these are the teams that have been getting it done on offense. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
This team has really found a great offensive rhythm lately. Running smart plays, sharing the ball, and racking up points.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Brent, you've spent some time in front offices. How much more do teams rely on analytics now versus even a decade ago?
Oh, a massive amount, BA, but there are a lot of teams that are still aren't there. I think it's a constant battle about how far you're going to push, leaning into the numbers with all these net ratings and the ways that you can start to digest what it is that guys are producing on the floor. Teams are getting smarter and smarter.
And Portland has possession after the basket by Washington. Here's Hachimura. Kuzma with the defensive effort. The Wizards trail by 7. Here's Walter. He's got 6. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now LeVert. He's guarded by Martin. Here's Toure. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Now just a 5-point Portland lead.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
and they've committed to controlling the boards, and it's paying dividends.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Here's Teray. Fades away. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 11. Here's Kolek. 16 points for him. To the paint. Caruso outside. There's the triple. Drummond controls the rebound and the putback. And now it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
He's one of the best in the league at just grabbing those O boards. And we've seen him do it year in and year out.
Pass to Walter. LeVert outside. Jackson Davis a screen. LeVert attacking. Oh, rejected by Drummond. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Caruso left side. Now here's Martin, defended by Kuzma. Here's Kolek. Fires from deep. No good.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Jackson Davis. Kuzma outside. Goes up on the wing. No good, off the front rim. It's Martin on the wing. And we've reached the end of the third. Portland ahead, up 9. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. We've got Trey Murphy, also Darius Garland out there. Nikola Jokic is out there with Kenyon Martin. And it's LaRavia in at the 4. Garland for 3. It's rebounded by George. The Wizards trail by 9. Pass to Teray. George with it. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Now Jokic. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 3 assists tonight.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Now here's George. Missed it there. He's 4 for 9 now. Down low, LaRavia. No good on the shot. And George with some nice D. And for Washington, they're shooting 47% in this one. Looking efficient. Shakes him. Missed inside. Trailblazers lead by 9. Garland for 3. Counted. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
And Garland is an effective shooter, capable of shooting 40% on threes for an entire season.
Pirtle, pass to George. Nails the baby hook. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
Pass to Jokic. Over Pirtle. And it's Jokic missing.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here's Pirtle. George with it. Jacks up a 3. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Back to Garland. This one for three. The rebound by the Wizards. Hurdle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks it to George. Takes a three. Sends it home from three-point land. And it's now only a 5-point Trailblazer lead. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Garland. Lets it go from deep. Hurdle grabs a miss. Hurdle's got 6 rebounds in the game. The drive by Hield. Some solid defense from Martin. And so Jokic will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Laravia. George defending. Martin against Hield. Jokic with a screen on Hield. Lets the three fly. Drops in the three. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Not the best three-point shooter in the league, but he's got enough skill that you can't just let him fire it up.
Pass to Walter. It's George on the wing. And there's a pick. 18 feet out. Portland with a rebound. Martin outside. And here's Jokic. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
And Jokic just making this look way too easy.
George outside. Pass to Toure. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Timeout, Trailblazers.
Portland timeout. Back to get excited, everyone. DC family, here's the Hike Squad. Make some noise. It's the drawing. Left it here. Who wants a t-shirt?
Hachimura's checked in for Martin. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen to Portland's head coach talking to his team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's George. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Jokic, no good. The Wizards trail by 6. Hield with the ball.
Well, Hield just keeps coming right after you again and again as a defender. And eventually you'll tire out and make a mistake with a foul.
At the line for the Wizards, Buddy Hield, taking 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Both good from the line that time. Trailblazers lead by 4. Outside Garland. To the inside. Here's Jokic. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Scoring well this quarter. Picking up steam as he goes.
Shooting for Portland, Nikola Jokic. At the line for one.
And that one misses. The Wizards trail by 6. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Here's George. And it's LaRavia with a rebound. Portland has gone 2 of 6 so far in the 4th. Jokic in the post. Guarded by Hield. Jokic, no good. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Dosunmu, who poked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dosunmu. And so Garland will bring it up for Portland. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Garland, he's open. Plenty of room to knock down that one. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter. Wizards trail by 8. Now George. There's the drive. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. George has got 15 points in just the second half.
It feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
Kept alive. Here's LaRavia. Uses the glass on the layup.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Dosunmu. And here's Hield. Back to Dosunmu. Shot clock at 6. Picked by Pirtle. For 3. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Jokic with a screen on Brown. Garland against Brown. Back to Hachimura. Shot from the wing. Good. And now a 10-point Portland lead.
Hachimura is going to take all those mid-range shots if he can get them.
Brown looking around. George a screen on Garland. And here's Brown for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Hachimura outside. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Washington. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Dosunmu outside. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Pirtle's so reliable and solid in these pick and rolls. He knows exactly where to be.
Hachimura outside. Here's LaRavia. Sinks it from distance. LaRavia's got 5 points in the quarter.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Here's Dosunmu. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Jokic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Garland against Brown. The 3, George. Portland with a rebound. Here's LaRavia. Launches a 3. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound. Dosunmu's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pirtle with a screen on Garland. Here's Brown driving to the basket. Soft touch off the glass.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Garland, the pass to Jokic. They set a pick. Oh, rejected by Pirtle. And it's out of bounds. That one off Pirtle. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Paul George.
Kyle Kuzma.
6 to shoot. And a deep three from Garland. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Kuzma outside. Kick out to Brown. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now. Trailblazers lead by 6. To the paint. Lets it fly. Tried to bank it in, but it misses.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Heel to the ball. He's picked up by Garland. Kuzma outside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Inside, Kuzma knows not to dial it back. If anything, get more aggressive.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Kyle Kuzma.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 5. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Again, the miss by Portland.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
On the wing, Kuzma. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. And he lobs it up. And it's Jokic missing.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Yes! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Second team foul. Second
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
And the Wizards call timeout. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They don't want to waste time here. If they can score fast enough, they can go back on D and try to get a stop instead of having to foul.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
For the Wizards.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, they desperately needed those free throws, and he delivered. It's down to a 1-possession game.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Garland against Brown. Garland with the ball. 4 on the clock. Here's Jokic. The fadeaway J is off the mark.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
And the Wizards call timeout. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
So hard to get a clean look from distance in this situation because everybody knows that's the shot they need. So the defense is smothering the perimeter with everyone they have. And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Now this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
And now we've got an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And so Portland takes the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some...
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaFleur.